And George and Amal stepping out for the first time with their twins. The new parents have avoided cameras since Ella and Alexander Clooney arrived into the world. The twins were born back in early June, you might recall.
Amal Clooney, known for her fierce dedication to justice, was left in tears when her children revealed something that no mother should ever have to hear. The truth behind their words reveals a story far deeper than her life in the spotlight. What could possibly bring this unshakable woman to such an emotional breaking point? Tune in as we uncover the heartbreaking moment that turned Amal's life into a living hell. Life lessons from Amal's twins. In June 2017, Amal and George welcomed their twins, Ella and Alexander, into the world. From the moment they were born, these two children became the center of their parents' universe. Ella, described as thoughtful and reserved, and Alexander, with his outgoing and mischievous nature, embody a balance of personalities that make every day with them an adventure. Though the Clooney household is often filled with laughter and lighthearted pranks, there are moments of profound emotion that have taken Amal by surprise. These moments have recently been at the heart of headlines, revealing a side of Amal that's rarely seen. Before we delve into this, it's clear that what the twins revealed is far more emotional than anyone could have predicted, and it's not the only thing that will leave you speechless. The twins, now 7 years old, are growing up in a unique environment. They are children of two high-profile parents, yet their upbringing reflects the values Amal and George hold dear. Despite the glamour and privilege surrounding them, their mother has always emphasized kindness, empathy, and understanding. Her dedication to these principles became evident in a heartfelt confession made by her children that left her deeply emotional. It wasn't their typical mischievous antics or clever jokes that moved her, but their growing awareness of her work and the values she champions. Ella and Alexander have always been curious children, whether it's sneaking snacks into their shoes or pretending to be rock stars. Their playful nature lights up their home. However, their questions about their mother's work as a lawyer have taken on a new depth. Alexander, in particular, has begun asking why his mother fights so hard for justice and why some people need protection. These innocent yet probing questions stirred something profound in their mother, a woman who has spent her life advocating for the voiceless. Her early life experiences undoubtedly shaped her path as a human rights lawyer. Born in Beirut, Lebanon, during a time of political turmoil, she and her family fled the Civil War when she was just 2 years old. Settling in England, she grew up in a household that valued intellect and resilience. Her mother, a political journalist, and her father, an accomplished businessman, instilled in her the importance of education and perseverance. These lessons carried her through her years at St. Hugh's College, Oxford, and later at New York University, where she honed her legal skills. As her career progressed, she became a prominent advocate for justice, taking on high-profile cases and representing clients in some of the world's most challenging legal battles. She worked tirelessly for journalists, political prisoners, and oppressed communities, earning respect as a fearless and compassionate lawyer. Yet, even as she built a name for herself on the global stage, her family remained her anchor. The birth of her twins added a new dimension to her life, bringing immense joy, but also new challenges. Balancing her demanding career with motherhood was never going to be easy, but she embraced it with grace. Her husband, George, also adjusted to his new role as a father, setting aside his Hollywood bachelor image to become a devoted dad. Together, they created a home filled with love and laughter, even as their professional lives continued at a relentless pace. Her efforts to shield her children from the spotlight have been commendable, but the reality of their high-profile lives is impossible to ignore. One recent moment encapsulated the delicate balance she strives to maintain. During a casual conversation, Alexander expressed his understanding of his mother's work in the simplest of terms. He recognized that her efforts were about helping people and standing up for what's right. Hearing this from her young son brought her to tears. It was a poignant reminder that, despite their age, her children are absorbing the values she hopes to instill in them. Ella, on the other hand, mirrors her mother's elegance and poise. Though more reserved than her brother, she's developing her own personality, marked by a quiet strength and an early love for fashion. George often jokes that Ella is following in her mother's stylish footsteps, but he sees more than just a budding fashionista. He sees a thoughtful and empathetic child who is quietly observing the world around her. Ella's sensitivity and Alexander's curiosity create a dynamic that keeps their mother on her toes, ensuring that she's not only a loving parent, but also a guiding force in their lives. Her ability to juggle professional and personal responsibilities is nothing short of remarkable. As a co-founder of the Clooney Foundation for Justice, she continues to lead initiatives that defend human rights and fight corruption. From the Trial Watch program to advocating for refugees, her work impacts countless lives. Yet even with such a demanding schedule, she prioritizes her family, ensuring that her children grow up with a strong sense of compassion and responsibility. Amal's twins are starting to understand the lessons she teaches, and their words bring out a touching moment. Amal's values shine through her family. The twins' understanding of their parents' work has been a gradual process, but their recent confession highlighted just how much they've absorbed. They expressed a desire to help others, inspired by the values their mother embodies. For her, this was a moment of validation, a realization that her efforts to balance her career and family life were bearing fruit. It's not just about the high-profile cases or the accolades. It's about the legacy she's creating for her children. The relationship between George and his wife has also been a cornerstone of their family's stability. Despite their busy lives, they've managed to maintain a deep connection, rooted in shared values and mutual respect. Their love story, which began with an unexpected meeting in 2013, continues to evolve as they navigate the challenges of parenting and professional commitments. Their marriage is a partnership in every sense, with both supporting each other's endeavors while prioritizing their family. However, their path has not been without its challenges. Recent reports suggest that their demanding careers have led to periods of separation, with George working on projects in New York while she continues her legal work in Europe. Balancing these commitments has tested their relationship, but their dedication to each other and their children remains unwavering. The couple's efforts to maintain a sense of normalcy for Ella and Alexander are a testament to their commitment as parents. As the twins grow older, their parents are increasingly aware of the impact their work and fame have on their children. They strive to provide a nurturing environment where Ella and Alexander can thrive, free from the pressures of public scrutiny. This protective approach reflects their mother's deep love for her children and her desire to give them a grounded upbringing. The emotional moments she has experienced with her children have been transformative. They've deepened her understanding of motherhood and reinforced her commitment to her family. Whether it's Alexander's heartfelt questions or Ella's quiet resilience, these experiences have added new layers to her already inspiring path. As a mother, lawyer, and advocate, she continues to set an example of what it means to lead a meaningful life. Her story is one of dedication, compassion, and resilience, qualities that she's passing on to her children. The Clooney twins may be growing up in the spotlight, but with parents like theirs, they're being equipped with the values and strength to navigate whatever lies ahead. In the end, her path is a testament to the power of love, purpose, and perseverance. She's not just a human rights lawyer or a Hollywood wife. She's a mother who's shaping the future by instilling empathy and integrity in the next generation. Her story reminds us all that the greatest legacies are built not just in courtrooms or on movie sets, but in the hearts of those we love most. Amal's upbringing was extraordinary, deeply rooted in the values of resilience and compassion. Growing up in Lebanon, she was taught early on to face challenges head-on and help others. These lessons became the foundation of her life, guiding her through impressive educational milestones and leading into a notable legal career that impacts lives globally. Beyond her professional life, Amal is also a devoted mother, balancing her demanding job with caring for her children and continuing to inspire others. She reaches out to women and children around the world, offering them hope and guidance, showing that adversity can be overcome with determination. As her children, Ella and Alexander, begin to develop their own personalities, the influence of their parents, Amal and George, is clearly visible. The couple cherishes simple yet meaningful family moments, from reading bedtime stories to enjoying unplanned family gatherings. These experiences build a strong foundation of love and stability for their children. Amal and George consciously protect their twins from public scrutiny while instilling values of kindness and empathy. This nurturing environment is a testament to their belief that personal challenges can strengthen family bonds and that one doesn't have to sacrifice family values for fame. Amal Clooney's path continues to be a source of motivation for many. Her ability to manage a high-profile legal career while maintaining a warm, close-knit family life is admirable. Whether she's working in court or sitting down for dinner with her family, every moment reflects her commitment to bettering the world and supporting her loved ones. Her steadfast dedication to justice and family portrays her as a beacon of hope and resilience. Amal's legacy, characterized by her relentless pursuit of a better future for all, especially the next generations, is destined to leave a profound impact that will endure through the ages. Throughout her life, Amal has remained dedicated to causes larger than herself, touching lives across different continents. Her work extends beyond the courtroom. It's about creating pathways for those who feel lost or helpless. By championing the rights of the underrepresented and focusing on the betterment of children and women, she highlights how one person's efforts can lead to global change. Off the clock, her home life is filled with laughter and learning, showing her children the importance of caring and community. This balanced approach to life, where professional success and personal happiness go hand in hand, makes Amal a remarkable figure in today's world. Her story teaches us that with enough willpower and heart, it's possible to traverse the highs and lows of life while leaving a positive mark on the world. Her ongoing commitment to her family and her career offers a powerful example of how dedication and love can shape a legacy that not only stands the test of time, but also inspires generations to come. Amal and George work hard to raise their kids in the spotlight, just as other famous families face tough struggles. The heartbreaking side of celebrity family fights. Hollywood loves a good drama, and nowhere is that more evident than in the messy custody battles of its most famous faces. These fights often turn into headline-grabbing spectacles, with every twist and turn splashed across tabloids for the world to judge. But beyond the glitz, these battles show just how complicated life can get when fame, fortune, and family collide. It's not just about who gets the kids, it's about power, reputation, and a lot of very public heartbreak. Take Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, for instance. They were Hollywood's golden couple, sharing 6 kids and years of red carpet glam. But when their marriage fell apart in 2016, it turned into a bitter custody fight that still hasn't fully settled. Sure, Pitt got joint custody in 2021, but not before the judge was booted for being biased, leaving Jolie with primary physical custody for a while. These legal games keep dragging on, showing just how tangled even the most glamorous lives can get. And for their kids, it's hard to imagine the emotional toll of living in a never-ending court case. Britney Spears' story is another case where fame didn't make life easier. Married to Kevin Federline in 2004, they seemed happy for about 5 minutes. By 2006, they were splitting up, and a custody fight over their 2 sons followed. Federline ended up with sole custody in 2007 after Britney's very public struggles. Though she's worked hard to rebuild her life, the custody arrangement has barely budged. It's a reminder that even pop royalty isn't immune to losing control of their personal life. And then there's Halle Berry. Her custody fights have been all kinds of messy. She has a daughter with ex-boyfriend Gabriel Aubry and a son with ex-husband Olivier Martinez. The fight with Aubry over their daughter Nala began in 2010, and it was brutal. Everything from fights about moving to arguments over child support. By 2014, Berry was ordered to pay Aubry $16,000 a month in child support. Add in the ongoing co-parenting drama with Martinez, and it's clear her courtroom battles are just as intense as her on-screen performances. Kelly Rutherford's custody battle is possibly one of the most heartbreaking stories out there. Known for her role on Gossip Girl, she married a German businessman, Daniel Girsch, in 2006, and they had 2 children together. But things turned sour, and they decided to part ways in 2008. What followed wasn't just a simple custody disagreement. It blew up into an international issue. By 2012, a judge decided that the children should live in France with their dad because the United States had revoked Girsch's visa. Rutherford was left in the United States, fighting tooth and nail, spending years in court, and millions of dollars trying to bring her kids back home. By 2015, the situation had reached a dismal conclusion. Girsch was granted full custody, and Rutherford could only see her children during visits. This left her not only heartbroken, but also financially drained, pushing her into bankruptcy. The public watched this unfold, feeling her pain as each court decision seemed to push her further away from her children. This prolonged legal battle didn't just affect Rutherford financially and emotionally, it also cast a shadow over her career. As she fought in court, her ability to take on new roles was limited, showing how deep the impact of personal issues can run. Throughout this ordeal, the stark reality of differing international laws and how they can complicate family dynamics came to light. It's a poignant reminder of how quickly things can spiral out of control in custody disputes, especially when multiple countries' laws are involved. Kelly Rutherford's story is a tragic example of a custody battle that escalated beyond anyone's expectations, leaving lasting scars. Her fight to maintain a relationship with her children, despite the geographical and legal barriers, is a testament to a mother's love, but also highlights the often merciless nature of legal battles involving family. The ordeal continues to resonate with many, illustrating the profound effects such disputes can have on all aspects of one's life. Famous families often face big problems, and John and Kate Gosselin's story shows how family fights can deeply change the lives of everyone involved. Life after John and Kate +8. John and Kate Gosselin's story is one of the most dramatic tales from reality TV. They first captured everyone's attention with their show, John and Kate +8, where they juggled life with their 8 kids. However, things started falling apart, and by 2009, they were getting divorced. This divorce kicked off a long and bitter fight over custody of the children. It all came to a head in 2018 when John was granted custody of their son Colin because Kate didn't show up in court. Around the same time, their daughter Hannah decided she wanted to live with John too, which left the rest of the siblings with Kate. Since then, the family has been deeply divided, with John and Kate hardly speaking to each other. This family saga has been playing out in the public eye, adding pressure and scrutiny to what is already a painful situation. The custody battles have not only affected John and Kate, but have also left their children caught in the middle of a very public feud. Each court appearance and decision was followed by fans and the media, which only added to the stress on the family. The kids have had to navigate growing up under these tough circumstances, splitting their time between parents who no longer speak to each other. Despite the fame and the attention that their TV show brought them, John and Kate's story is a reminder of how challenging and complex family dynamics can be, especially under the constant watch of the public. The impact of their ongoing disputes is long-lasting, affecting not just their relationship with each other, but also their children's lives. It's a situation that raises questions about the cost of such public exposure on personal relationships and family health. The story of John and Kate Gosselin continues to unfold, with each new development reminding us of the deep rifts that can form when family conflicts become a public spectacle. Michael Jackson's custody battle with Debbie Rowe was like a big show for everyone to see. They tied the knot in 1996 and had 2 children, Prince and Paris, but went their separate ways in 1999. At first, Rowe let Jackson have full custody of the kids, but in 2004, she changed her mind and wanted to be a part of their lives again, making things really complicated. Their agreement was sort of up in the air, with Rowe getting to see the kids now and then. Even after Jackson passed away, the fight over who would look after his kids continued to be tangled in legal issues. Similarly, the custody drama between Alice Evans and Ewan Grufford has been unfolding like a messy TV drama. They announced their split in 2021, and things just got more heated. In 2024, Evans was asked to leave a courtroom for taking photos of Grufford during a hearing about child support without getting permission. Grufford has accused her of causing emotional distress and not following a restraining order. This custody battle is so bitter that it's hard to imagine it ending well for anyone, especially their 2 daughters. These celebrity custody battles grab a lot of attention because they show a side of famous people's lives that is usually hidden. Both stories involve high emotions, legal fights, and kids caught in the middle, which makes the public both curious and concerned. The outcomes of these battles are still up in the air, but the path there is filled with drama, making everyone watch closely. The impact on the children involved is often the most concerning aspect, as they have to grow up amidst all this chaos. How these situations will finally end up resolving remains unknown, but the lasting effects on those involved are certain to be profound. Is Amal Clooney's emotional moment a testament to the challenges of motherhood, or does it reveal something deeper about the pressures of fame? Share your thoughts and like and subscribe for more.